Hello, Wayne Roach, that is my name, lead singer in the band The Strawberry Jam. Today is, our adventures of Wayne Roach reads the Bible. We're going to read number 7 of Judges. Then Jeroboam, that is Gideon, and all the troops that was with him rose early and encamped beside the spring of Herod, and the camp of Midian was north of them, below the hill of Moreh, in the valley. The Lord said to Gideon, the troops with you was too many for me to give the Midianites into their hand. Israel would take the credit away from me, saying, my own hand has delivered me. Now therefore proclaim this in the hearing of the troops. Whoever is fearful and trembling, let him return home. Thus Gideon sifted them out. 22,000 returned and 10,000 remained. Then the Lord said to Gideon, the troops is still too many. Take them down to the water, and I will sift them out for you there. When I say, this one shall go with you, he shall go with you. When I say, this one shall not go with you, he shall not go. So he brought the troops down to the water, and the Lord said to Gideon, all those who lap the water with their tongues, as a dog laps, you shall put to one side. Over those who kneel down to drink, putting their hands to the mouths, you shall put to the other side. The number of those who lapped was 300. But all the rest of the troops knelt down to drink water. When the Lord said to Gideon, with 300 that I lapped will deliver you, and give the Midianites into your hand. Let all the others go to their homes. So he took the jars of the troops, from their hands, and their trumpets, and he sent all the rest of Israel back to their own tents, but retained the 300. The camp of the Midian was below with them in the valley. The same night the Lord said to him, get up, attack the camp, for I have given it into your hand. But if you fear to attack, go down to the camp with your servant Purah, and you shall hear what they say, and afterwards your hands shall be strengthened to attack the camp. Then he went down with the servant Purah to the outposts of the armed men that was in the camp. The Midianites and the Amalekites and all the people of the east lay along the valley with as thick as locusts, and the camels was without number, count as the sand on the seashore. When Gideon arrived, there was a man telling a dream to his comrade, and he said, I had a dream, and in it a cake of barley bread tumbled into the camp of Midian, and came to the tent, and struck it so that it fell. It turned upside down, and the tent collapsed. And his comrade answered, there is no other than the sword of Gideon, son of Joash, the man of Israel, into whose hand God has given Midian and all the army. When the Gideon heard the telling of the dream and its interpretation, he worshipped, and he returned to the camp of Israel and said, get up, for the Lord has given the army of Midian into your hand. After you've divided 300 men into 3 companies and put trumpets in the hands of all of them, and emptied jars, the torches inside the jars, he said to them, look at me, and do the same when I come to the outskirts of the camp. Torches inside jars, kind of like strawberry jam inside jar, strawberry jam is like, torch. And blow the trumpets around the old camp and shout, for the Lord and for Gideon. So Gideon and the 100 who was with them came to the outskirts of the camp at the beginning of the middle watch. And they just set the watch, and they blew the trumpets and smashed the jars, and that was in their hands. So, smash the jars, I've done that once or twice. So the 3 companies blew the trumpets and broke the jars, holding it in the left hands to the torches, and in the right hands the trumpets to blow. And they cried, a sword for the Lord and for Gideon. Every man stood in his place all round the camp, and all the men in the camp ran. They cried out and fled. When they blew the 300 trumpets, the Lord set every man's sword against his fellow and against all the army. And the army fled as far as Beth-shittah, towards Zerah, as far as the border of Bel-Meholah by Tabith. And the men of Israel was called out from Naphtali and from Asher and from all Manasseh, and they pursued after the Midianites. Then Gideon sent messengers throughout the hill country of Ephraim, saying, come down against the Midianites and seize the water against them, as far as Beth-barah and also the Jordan. So all the men of Ephraim was called out, and they seized the waters as far as Beth-barah and also the Jordan. They captured the 2 captains of Midian, Oreb and Zeb. They killed Oreb at the rock of Oreb, and Zeb they killed at the winepress of Zeb. As they pursued the Midianites, they brought the heads of Oreb and Zeb to Gideon beyond the Jordan. That is the end of chapter 7. Wayne Roach reads the Bible in the book of Judges. I'm Wayne Roach, lead singer in Strawberry Jam. Good night and God bless.